first down. It's Parks, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
10 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Alexander. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On first down, it's Parks. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Parks, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Parks, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
truth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll roll him out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely not going to lose the football at this juncture. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. 11 yards for number 11. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a first and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 18-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Take him down.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Such a long drive here. 3 points, that would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they stick it. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
6-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The 40-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go.
Oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
Now they try the right side here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Packers 14, Saints 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff looking right. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this one is right through.
Makes the score.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked for
Something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Gunter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings
now
up
a give, right side. Gunter, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Side taken in by his tight end. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Point after.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second and 4. One, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give, right side. Gunter. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. Well, they were able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Keep it on the ground. Parks. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
8 yards to go on second down.
First throw in overtime for Love. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stud silence. chance here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Packers, it's a nice win to finish off, which